Alrighty, my friends, let's make an answer key. So we have find the area of the base, lateral area, surface area of each figure. Make your work clear. Feel free to draw diagrams of what areas you are finding to support your thinking. So for the base, I'll do my best to explain exactly what I am doing so you know exactly what's going on. I'm doing a circle there. The diameter is 24, which means the radius is 12. The area of a circle is pi r squared. So that means that this area is pi times 12 squared, which is 144 pi feet squared. For the lateral area, okay, so this one's a little pasty. The lateral area of a cone, and I would make sure I have this written down somewhere. It's on your MCAS sheet also, I believe. Pi r L, where L is the slant height. So I'm going to make note of that. That's the slant height. So L, this is 12, this is 24, this here is L. So I need to find that slant height. So what that means is I need more space. Bloop. So I'm going to set up the Pythagorean theorem here. So I have 12 squared plus 24 squared equals L squared. 12 squared is, of course, 144. 24 squared is 596, I think. I'll double check that for you. So I'm going to have 144 plus 596. 576? Maybe 576 sounds better. Should probably just check that out. 576. Okay, I got it. L squared. So if I add 144 to that, I get 720. So that means L is the square root of 720. I'm going to leave it like that because I don't want to mess with things. And that means that the lateral area is pi times the radius times the square root of 720. Square root of 720 is not a nice number, so I'm just going to leave it like that. 12 pi square root 720. Let's hope on the quiz that number is nicer. The lateral area in this case is just the surface area, the base plus the lateral area. So it's 144 pi plus this 12 pi square root 720. I could approximate this with a decimal if I wanted to. That's still in square feet. But that gets me all the work that I need. Hopefully that's clear to you. The base here is, number 2 is a circle also. The diameter is 10, which means the radius is 5. So the area is pi r squared, so that's pi times 5 squared, which is 25 pi, and this is in centimeters squared. All right, now the lateral area of a cylinder. Take a piece of paper, roll it into a cylinder, and then unroll it, and you'll notice, oh wait, that's just a rectangle. So the rectangle is the circumference times the height. So circumference is 2 pi r, which in this case, since the radius is 5, you could also think of it as pi d, so it's 10 pi. And then the height, they tell us, right there, is 6. So that means that the lateral area is 10 pi times 6, which is 60 pi. So I have 60 pi centimeters squared. And then the last piece is the surface area. So in this case, the surface area is 2 bases, because I have 2 circles, plus the lateral area. So that's going to be 50 plus 60, which is 110 pi centimeters squared. I got 50 because 2 times 25 is 50. For number 3, okay, so the base is this trapezoid here. I'm going to think of that trapezoid as 2 triangles. So I'm going to think of it as a blue triangle. So the area of the blue triangle is base times height divided by 2. So that's 6 times 3.7 divided by 2. And then I'm also going to think of this as a green triangle. Area of the green triangle is the base, which is 3 times the height, which is also 3.7 divided by 2. So that means I just add those numbers together. So 6 times 3.7 divided by 2 plus 3 times 3.7 divided by 2. So I got 16.65. If you use a formula for a trapezoid, that's okay. You just have to make sure you know how to use it. And then the lateral area, those are all the rectangles. So the lateral area is maybe that top piece. So, yeah. So the top piece, which is a rectangle that is 6 by 8. The right-hand piece here is 4 by 8. 4 by 8. But I actually have 2 of those because I see these little red marks. So times 2. And then I have the bottom. And the bottom here is 3 by 8. 3 by 8. So that's going to be 48 plus 32 times 2, which is 64, plus 24. So that's 8, 16, 10, 12, 13, 136 feet squared. The surface area, just like the cylinder, is 2 bases plus the lateral area. So I'm going to double that 16.65, and then I'm going to add the 136, and I'm going to get 169.3. Oops, put the decimal in the wrong place. There we go. And the units on that are feet squared. For this pyramid, this is a rectangular pyramid. I almost said square pyramid. I got to find the area of that rectangle. That's just 6 times 11, which is 66 inches squared. For the lateral area, I got to find some triangles. Since this is a rectangle, those two pieces are the same, so I've got one triangle that's 11 by 5.8, but I have 2 of those. And then I also have another triangle that's 6 by 7.4, but 2 of those. So I have to do 11 base times height divided by 2, but 2 of those. And then base times height divided by 2, but I have 2 of those because those triangles are the same. So I gotta do 11 times 5.8. You could do divided by 2 and then times 2, but those cancel each other out, so I'm not going to bother doing either. And I get 108.2. 108.2 inches squared. For the surface area is just the base plus the lateral area. You can call that blah. There's only one base. So if you're confused why is there only one base in the surface area versus in the previous one there were 2, look at the figure. This is a pyramid, it's pointy, so there's only one base. So I just add the 66 to that 108, so I get 174.2 inches squared. Ooh, now I gotta find the volume of each figure. Wait a minute. I recognize these. So I remember the area of the base here, that's a circle, so that's pi r squared, where r is 12, so that was 144 square feet. This is the same figure as number 1. The volume, this is a pointy thing, so the volume equals the area of the base times the height divided by 3. So that's going to be 144 pi times the 24 divided by 3. Don't get confused here and think you have to use that slant height that we talked about on the earlier part, because you do not. You just use the straight up and down height. So you get 1,152 pi square feet. Next one, this is the same idea as the front page in terms of the base. So that radius is 5, so the base is 25 pi. Again, it's a circle, so it's pi r squared. And then for the volume here, the volume is the area of the base times the height, because we are not pointy. So the area of the base times the height. 625s makes 150, and we have centimeters squared. These are the same figures as before. So I just peeked back, and this one was 16.65 for the base, and this one was 66 because that's a rectangle. That one's easier. For the volume is going to be the area of the base times the height. So 16.65 times the height. The height is this distance here. Don't get confused. In these prisms, the base are the two congruent pieces, and the lateral faces are rectangles. So don't assume that because this is sitting on this, that's the base. Be very careful, because that's a super common assumption. Be careful. And if you have questions about that, make sure you ask clarifying questions. This next one is pointy. So to find the volume, you have to do the area of the base times the height divided by 3. Area of the base is 66 times the height. Ooh, I don't have the height, so I got to do some work here. So I have to find this height right here. You can find it two different ways. I'm going to go this way, but you should get the same answer. I'll verify if you do, just to check for you. So that's 3, because that's only half the distance, 3. And this is 5.8, and this is the height. So be careful on the setup here. Actually, I'm going to write it down. You have to make sure you identify the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is the 5.8. So then you have 3 squared plus something squared. So you go ahead and do that. You got 5.8 squared. And then you're going to subtract 3 squared. You get 24.64. And then you do the square root of that. And I got that the height was, I'm going to call that 5. For fun, I'll check the other one. So if I do 7.4 squared, just to verify if I get the same answer, because some of these, this is a computer generated problem, and so we might not get the same answer. Nope, you do. You're close enough. So the height is 5. So multiply the area of the base times the height divided by 3. 66 divided by 3 is 22, times 5 is 110 inches squared. So that one was a little bit tricky because we had to make use of the Pythagorean theorem and draw that triangle inside there. So just be careful. We had to do the Pythagorean theorem earlier to find the slant height. In this case, we used the slant height to find the actual height. So be very careful.